I hate humans. And the reason that I hate humans is because humans have avoided the natural selection process. We think we can save everybody. Now, before we get started, before you watch this video, trigger warning. I'm going to say it again. This video is a trigger warning. I'm going to be talking about abortion and how a lot of people are stupid when it comes to this subject. So if you're a person that's easily triggered by the topic of abortion, I suggest you just click off this video, scroll, and don't even watch it. I don't know if y'all know anything about pandas. Yes, pandas. But pandas have a really hard time making it to adulthood. And the reason being is because pandas are stupid, they're clumsy, they're not good stewards of their children, they don't feed their children like they're supposed to, they don't even feed themselves on a proper time schedule. Even in captivity, they have a hard time getting to adulthood. Why am I bringing this up? Because natural selection with pandas make it so hard that they're almost extinct. Not from human interference, because pandas literally have a hard time making it to adulthood. What this video is about, it's about abortion, right? And so me and my friend were having a conversation, just a simple conversation. And her rebuttal for why abortion should be illegal is it should be illegal because women will go to extreme measures to get an abortion if they don't allow it in the hospital. I told her, I said, I don't give a fuck. Just like that. I said, I don't give a damn. I said, that's just like the women in New York that was found dead in the hotels, dead in the alleys, because they were up there in New York going to hotel rooms, letting women stick fix a flat in their ass because they want a big ass. I'm going to say that again. There were women in New York going to hotel rooms, letting women stick fix-a-flat in their ass because they want a big ass. And that fix-a-flat was causing them to have cardiac arrest and heart attacks and all sorts of type of shit. Blood clots. So when I have these conversations, I think natural selection needs to take its course with a lot of people. And what I mean by that is, if you go to a back alley because you have bad pussy management and you decide to go and get an abortion and you let somebody stick a clothes hanger inside of you and scramble them eggs because you're trying to get rid of a child and you somehow bleed out or die because of that procedure, I don't give a fuck. Because natural selection needs to take its course. So back to the pandas, the thing about being in captivity, their success rate to make them get to adulthood is a lot better. And what I see now is with humans being civilized, it makes it a lot easier for a lot of people to make it to adulthood. It is crazy that we're still having a conversation about abortion. Now, both people on both sides, Republican and Democrat, all agree. If it's medical, we should let it happen. That should be really the only reason you should have to have an abortion. But we know women want to go back to my body, my choice. They'll tell me what to do with my body because they know, point blank period, that if it was only illegal for medical reasons, incest, or whatever have you, they would not be able to get an abortion because 99.9% of people that get an abortion use abortion as a contraceptive. That's clearly what it is. I get so tired of this. Well, women are going to go through extreme measures to get an abortion, and that natural selection needs to take its place. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If we get to the point where people that are responsible for certain things misuse that power, should those people even have the power of said thing? If y'all women act like y'all vagina is so powerful and y'all woman so sacred, but y'all defile about fucking the wrong people, because let's be real, y'all fuck the wrong dudes. That's the only reason y'all want to get an abortion, because if you fuck the right dude, it will be no reason to get an abortion. Y'all have bad pussy management, and I blame society, and I blame us being civilized, and I blame technology for allowing us to get to the point where we can be so stupid and lackadaisical with our bodies and how we move that we think it's okay to just go out here and fuck willy-nilly. On both sides, men and women. But since we're talking about abortion, and women like to hold the rights to abortion because pregnancy and procreation is a woman's responsibility solely. I know y'all people gonna get on here talking about it takes two. No, just like men like to take the responsibility of provision and protection. You don't see men pushing back on provision and protection and say, hey, that's my responsibility. When technically for provision and protection, it takes two people. Because if I tell my woman, hey, you need to duck, she needs to be able to listen to my command and duck. So that actually takes two people for me to protect her if something was flying at her fucking head. So just like we say with procreation, procreation is solely a woman's responsibility. Solely. And it's solely your responsibility because I don't know why we're still having this conversation. If a man approaches you, most of the time, 99.9% of the time, when a man approaches you or he's trying to holler at you or you got to do a dude in the friend zone, a lot of these times these men like you and they want to just fuck you. So the only thing that's holding them up from fucking you is a yes from you. The onus is on you. And I know a lot of people are going to lampoon my thought processes or how I feel about this, but I'm going to tell you guys the way that I think is just common sense, and we need to let natural selection handle people and handle taking out people because we would be a much better society if people actually got to what's coming to them. See, now with technology, what happens is when people make mistakes, like getting pregnant, we have it on the back end where you can go and get an abortion. Because now you fucked up. Because we all know when you get pregnant by somebody, pregnancy is a timestamp of where you were in your life. So when women say, don't judge me by my baby daddy, yes, we should, because that lets me know where you were in your life. And most people do not change. You want me to tell you how I know most people don't change? How many people y'all know have a New Year's resolution to lose weight, and the motherfuckers that had the same resolution the last 10 years, and they still fat as hell? So let's call it what it is. I believe natural selection should take place. If you are out here and you're a woman and you're responsible for your body and you're responsible for letting a man enter your body, and let's be real, even if you decide to be in a relationship, get married, and do it the proper way, that's still that responsibility to bring children in this world is still solely on you. And the reason being because you're the one that has to carry it, and your life is more in danger. That's all you have to do. Who's more responsible for pregnancy? Well, who can die from pregnancy? I can't die from pregnancy. You can. I don't know why we having simple conversations like this, and they try to make them so complex. A lot of this stuff is easy and simple. If you can die from it, then I can tell you that responsibility is on you. And so, like I said, if you're going to defy your responsibility, and we all know this, we've all been at jobs. If the manager has a high shrink at his store or her store, they get their ass up out of there. Hey, you letting too many motherfuckers stealing, and you're supposed to be the person in power, so you need to handle this. Let's call it like it is. Our civilization has allowed where people can get on the internet and say stupid shit all the time. Stupid shit like, I don't believe it's a baby. It's a zygote. It's an embryo. It's a fucking fetus. Who the fuck gives a fuck? Let's call it a human and let's call it alive and let's cut all the bullshit out. Because that's what y'all want to do, play semantics and word games because y'all don't want to have the attachment to it. That's why when people say baby, nobody likes that word because it has an attachment or gives you some type of emotional response for saying baby, right? It gives you an emotional response. So that's why you want to say zygote, fetus, embryo, clump of cells. Call it like it is. It is alive. It is a termination of pregnancy. So you're actually murdering a child. Let's call it what it is. It's a stage of life, and it's in a mother's womb because it belongs there. The reason it got there is because it belongs there. It's not a foreign entity. It's not a parasite. It's not nothing that's sick. But we let people get on here and tell us this, where a child goes or is born or in a woman's womb, it belongs there. I can't believe we having these type of conversations. But like I said, if a woman goes to a back alley to get them eggs scrambled with a clothes hanger by somebody that is not a physician or never went to school, she gets what she deserves. I think women are now getting what they deserve because they have overturned Roe versus Wade in some states. They're not allowing abortion after a certain number of weeks. I think it should be like that. You need to suffer the consequences, and we're letting people get off and skate free off hard consequences. A lot of people need these hard consequences. A lot of people need these wake-up calls. Let natural selection take its place. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace.